The punishment of Jungkook's bullies sparks Jimin's outrage over prosecutors' decision. Has the military justice system forgotten the true meaning of justice? Why has this shocking decision enraged BTS's Jimin? Today, the public was stunned by a controversial decision from the South Korean military court regarding the bullying case involving Jungkook, a BTS member currently serving his mandatory military duty. In the latest trial, the court reduced the sentence of a military captain previously sentenced to 7 years in prison to just 5 years. The reason behind the decision, cited as contributing to Jungkook's mental and physical training, immediately sparked a wave of anger, not only from fans but also from BTS members, particularly Jimin. This case began when Jungkook reported physical and verbal abuse during his military service. Instead of providing guidance, the perpetrators, including a military captain and 3 subordinates, were found to have engaged in acts of intimidation, resulting in deep trauma for Jungkook. Initially, heavy sentences were handed down to the 4 main perpetrators. The military captain received 7 years, while the 3 subordinates were each sentenced to 6 years. However, in recent developments, the captain's sentence was suddenly reduced. This decision has been seen as an affront to justice. Many have questioned the rationale behind the reduced sentence, considering that evidence presented during the trial revealed brutal treatment of Jungkook. Moreover, a video that reportedly served as strong evidence in the case was mysteriously reported missing. Amid the outcry, Jimin emerged as a vocal advocate demanding justice for his friend. In a social media post, Jimin wrote, "How can such actions be called training? How can justice be betrayed just because of rank and power? Jungkook deserves justice, not this kind of humiliation." Jimin's statement quickly went viral, inspiring millions of fans worldwide to amplify the hashtags #JusticeForJungkook and #SaveJungkook. BTS fans, known as ARMY, not only provided moral support but also began circulating an international petition demanding further investigation into the case. The situation intensified when Jungkook posted a message that broke the hearts of many. "Help me. I can't speak. I hope this isn't my last message." This message, uploaded through his official account, served as an emergency signal that worried fans about his safety.
Is Jungkook in danger?
Or is this message an expression of despair over the persistent injustice he faces? Some observers suspect pressure from certain parties within the military to protect the perpetrators. An anonymous source revealed that the case is far more complex than it appears. There are allegations that the reduced sentence for the captain is linked to efforts to protect the military institution's image, while Jungkook is being scapegoated. The source also disclosed that the missing video was likely deliberately erased to eliminate evidence that could incriminate the perpetrators. This is not just about bullying. There is abuse of power and manipulation of the legal system that is being hidden from the public, said a human rights activist in Seoul. The court's decision has sparked massive protests, not only from fans but also from the general public. Many are questioning if a public figure like Jungkook can become a victim. What about other soldiers who lack a platform to speak out? Jungkook reflects a bigger issue. This isn't just about him, but about thousands of other soldiers who might face similar situations, said a law professor from Seoul University. Amid the unresolved controversy, rumors have circulated that Jungkook may be discharged from his military service. This speculation adds to concerns about his mental and physical condition. Many fans fear that the pressure could severely impact Jungkook's health. However, ARMY remains optimistic that Jungkook will emerge stronger. "If he can overcome this, it will prove that justice always prevails," wrote one fan on Instagram. This case has yet to reach its conclusion. With millions of eyes watching, only time will tell if justice will truly be served. Meanwhile, Jimin and the entire ARMY community are committed to continuing the fight for justice for Jungkook, not just as an idol, but as a human being deserving of dignity and respect. Will Jungkook find justice? Or will he remain a victim of a system that is deemed to have failed to protect the vulnerable? This struggle has only just begun. The dramatic message from Jungkook and the controversial legal decision regarding his bullying case continue to ignite debates across various levels of society. But let us pause for a moment and ask ourselves, do we truly believe all of this is real? Or is it merely a fabrication to attract media attention? The court's decision to reduce the sentence of the primary perpetrator, coincidentally a senior military officer, has raised many questions. On the other hand, Jimin's outrage towards those deemed unjust has further fueled public anger. But do we really understand what actually happened, or are we merely consuming information presented from one side? When this news first broke, the global community, especially BTS fans, reacted with intense emotion. Hashtags like #SaveJungkook and #JusticeForJungkook trended within minutes. But have we paused to question the authenticity of every piece of information we receive? What if the "Help Me" message was part of a campaign to build a certain narrative? Is it possible that Jungkook's popularity is being exploited to manipulate public opinion? One element sparking anger is the report of a video allegedly showing abusive actions towards Jungkook, which was said to have disappeared or been mysteriously deleted. This raises two major possibilities. If the video indeed showed strong evidence, its disappearance is a major scandal. But who has the interest in hiding it? The military? The perpetrators? Or even those controlling the media narrative? What if the story is part of a fabricated plot? In a world full of misinformation, is it reasonable to question the existence of evidence never seen by the public? If this evidence is truly lost, why hasn't there been a deeper investigation? Have people been too quick to conclude that there is a conspiracy at play? As a BTS member, Jimin wields great influence. His anger toward a system deemed unjust is understandable, but are his statements based on solid facts or mere emotion? What if his outrage sparks more unfounded assumptions? Is Jimin speaking as someone fully informed of the case's details, or as a friend emotionally reacting to the situation? In this fast-paced information age, skepticism becomes increasingly crucial. When a case involves a global figure like Jungkook and Jimin, it is difficult to separate fact from sensation. But as intelligent readers, we must dare to ask, who benefits most from spreading this news? Is there a hidden motive behind the perpetrators' reduced sentences? Why hasn't the court provided a transparent explanation? Does the media have solid evidence? Or is it merely relying on speculation to grab attention? If this is fabrication, it represents one of the greatest media manipulations involving a global superstar. But if it is real, the legal system, military, and even society bear a significant responsibility to demand justice. However, amidst all this controversy, another major question arises. Why are we, as a global society, so easily provoked by news like this? Have our emotions been controlled by a narrative constructed by certain parties? After reading all this, let us reflect. Do we believe Jungkook is truly a victim of injustice? Or is it possible that this entire event has been exaggerated to capitalize on BTS's popularity? How can we ensure that the information we consume is truly accurate? In this digital era, we often take sides too quickly without fully understanding the underlying context and facts. In this case, it is important for us to keep an open mind, weigh all possibilities, and not be driven purely by emotion. As of now, this case remains a major mystery. But one thing is certain, the public has the right to know the truth. Will we continue to let ourselves be victims of media manipulation, or will we start thinking critically and seeking the real facts? Only time will tell. So, what about you? Do you believe all this is fact or just a story designed to create sensation? Let's discuss.